Today we give you a sneak peek inside the production of APA's Addams Family. That and more on our 5th WAtv episode of the year. Good morning, Wheaton Academy. After taking a week off to enjoy a great Spirit Week, we are back, and we have a great show in store for you today. I'm Schuler Williams-Coakley.
And it's your boy, Michael Bush. It's Monday, September 28th. Thanks for joining us. Let's get you caught up on a few announcements.
For all juniors and seniors, Wheaton Academy has opened up a virtual college visit calendar that has already been filling up with different colleges and universities. Check your SCORE account or the calendar near the Student Services office for upcoming visits. This week, we have Reed College on Tuesday, Biola University on Thursday, and Wheaton College on Friday during lunch. If you are interested, you can sign up for a visit through SCORE by speaking to Mr. Gregerson or Mr. Ellison, or just by showing up in the West Library on the day of the visit.
If you like to play board games, role-playing games, tabletop strategy games, or if you like to tinker and build stuff, then Gaming and Maker Club are for you. Led by Mr. Rivera and Mr. Burek, it meets at least once a week in the Idea Lab to play and to plan for what they want to do as a club. They will be having their first meeting on this Tuesday at lunch in the Idea Lab. In U.S. news, President Trump nominated Judge Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court. The Notre Dame Law School alumna who graduated in her class back in 1997 said in her speech yesterday, quote, "I love the United States and I love the United States Constitution. I'm truly humbled by the prospect of serving on the Supreme Court," unquote. She is the mother of 7 children, 2 of which she adopted from Haiti. She clerked for Justice Scalia and currently serves as a circuit judge on the U.S. Appeals Court.
The Wheaton Academy IT department suggests ways to help students keep their services running smoothly throughout the school year. Students, make sure you have turned on updates for all Microsoft products and settings. Click Updates, Security, Windows Update, Advanced Options, and turn on the option to receive updates for other Microsoft products when you update Windows. Following these steps will ensure that applications like OneNote and others will be updated for your use.
Evening of Classics is a small recital for solos and small groups of vocalists and instrumentalists. This year's Evening of Classics will take place on Tuesday, October 20th at 7 p.m. and will be broadcast live from the Fine Arts Center. Students who wish to audition for Evening of Classics should submit their video audition by sending Mr. Williamson a YouTube link of the performed piece by Wednesday, October 7th. If you have any questions, please talk to Mr. Visker and Mr. Williamson or send them an on-campus message.
For Wheaton College, our very own Brad Musso was recently named into the inductee Athletic Hall of Honor list. Mr. Musso was a unanimous All-American wide receiver in 2004. In his 4 seasons, he obtained a school record of 255 passes and had the 5th highest career receiving yards in Division III history at the time of his graduation. We will pass along more information and try to follow up with Mr. Musso at a later date to discuss his achievements and accomplishments.
The boys golf team will be taking their 8-0 record to the MSC Conference Tournament today, with regionals 1 week later. The team has had some great success recently. Last week they beat both Chicago Christian and IC Prep. Underclassmen have really helped to propel this team forward. Sophomore Sam Dykema has the low medalist for both matches, with sophomore Noah Miller and freshman Joseph Luchenberg contributing with recent low rounds.
The cross-country teams continued their dominance on Saturday with both the boys and girls teams defeating Elmwood Park. For the girls, Sierra Vanderklok won the race with a season best time of 21 minutes and 9 seconds. Cora Gregerson finished in 2nd place overall with a time of 21:41. For the boys, the trio of Christian Rutch, Blake Whitstock, and Sheldon Powell continued their triple dominance. The 3 boys took 3 of the top 4 spots, all breaking the 17-minute mark for the 3-mile course. Christian Rutch yet again took 1st place, running the course in 16 minutes and 44 seconds.
Girls tennis has a great end to the week with a win over IC Prep on Thursday and a 2nd place finish at the Glenbard North Quad. For complete results and to see what players have done well recently, check out athletics.wheatonacademy.org. This week they hope to even up their conference record as they play at home on Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. against Rosary. Get out and support the girls that day.
With the current IDPH guidelines of 50 maximum people in one interior space, experiencing chapel this year has taken on a very different feel. Catherine Swallow and Isabel Kelsch show us what is happening behind the scenes of each chapel live stream.
A unique part of Wheaton Academy is our chapels, but what does it take to make it happen?
Catherine Swallow and I went behind the scenes to find out.
So my role within chapel is to act as the floor director, which means I am the connection point between what's happening with Ms. Burek up in the control booth, and I'm also connected downstairs to Mr. Hockett and the video team, as well as I am the connection point for what's happening with the people on stage.
My job for chapel is I am the technical director, so that means I'm mostly up in the booth, and I'm overseeing a tech crew that consists of a sound, lighting, and media operator. I just kind of step back, and then if anything comes up that needs attending to, that's when I will come in and take action.
So I do a variety of things. I typically do a lot of the editing as well as cameras. With editing, we usually take all the different clips. We're on headsets so we can all hear each other. And we get to choose what clips are live at what time. So usually what I'll do is put a camera ready to be live, and then I'll say whatever camera number that is, like ready, camera, blank, and then take it live. And then we just switch up the shots all the time, tell people what shots to get to make chapel look interesting.
A lot of people work hard to make chapel possible, and they're working double time with the new challenges COVID has presented them.
So put down your phones during chapel and listen. If you look up and watch, you might start to appreciate all the hard work the chapel crew does to bring chapel to you.
This is Isabel Kelsch and Catherine Swallow from WAtv signing out.
Chapel has been a lot different this year, and we can't really mess around at chapel or talk to friends anymore, and I kind of miss it. What do you think?
No, I definitely miss it, but I don't know. I think this was an amazing video just to give us kind of an inside look to all the work and the preparation that goes into chapel. Yes, we have amazing speakers and amazing listeners who go to chapel, but we don't really get to see the behind the scenes process of what goes into it, so it's amazing.
Yeah. This week, the Fine Arts Department will be trying something very new and very different. Madison Calvin reports on the Advanced Performing Arts class's most recent initiative, an outdoor theater experience of the Addams Family.
Hey everyone, it's Madison Calvin from WAtv, and I'm standing here on the grad grounds of Wheaton Academy where the fall show is going to be performed. That's right, the fall show is going to be performed outside this year due to COVID-19 regulations. Today I talk more with Ms. Burek, the director for the Addams Family, and cast members Caleb Cruz and Madeline Jones to talk more about the 7-month process of Wheaton Academy's The Addams Family.
The Advanced Performing Arts class was going to put on the Addams Family last year, meaning second semester in May. And then obviously, middle of a pandemic, can't do that. So we pivoted from rehearsing in the chapel like we normally do for a show to suddenly we made YouTube videos to teach everybody the songs, the dances, the blocking for the show. And then we came together on Zoom to rehearse. And so we didn't feel like that was a good way to end that show, is to never let anybody see it. So that show went from being in class to on Zoom, and now it's going to be our fall show at our WAvinia event. So we're pretty excited about it.
The cast members also discuss the wild ride they've been on during this production.
Because of COVID, there's so many restrictions and stuff that we have to abide by. So a lot of the choreography and the blocking was changed. And then all the dancing is also 6 feet apart. And we're on an outdoor stage, which just brings in a whole new level of problems and cool things. Because no one's ever done an outside show here before. And I think it's pretty cool that we get to do that.
One of the weirdest things was that we started working on the show in February, and we're still working on the show. And I've never worked on a show for this long before. But it's also been really nice to be able to work on a show for 7 months because I've had all that time to think about my character and what she wants and how I'm going to portray her.
You don't want to miss the Addams Family, and I'll tell you why. Because it is a cast of characters who are the quirkiest, most unique group of people who, as humans, but who also have to create the most unique group of people as actors. And this group has been so resilient because literally they have pivoted and pivoted and pivoted with this show, and they've stuck with it. And so even just for that reason, this is a show you're not going to want to miss.
The Addams Family is a part of a larger event that is being held this week called WAvinia. This outdoor art festival will be taking place outside on the Fine Arts lawn from Thursday through Saturday. The instrumental and chorale groups will perform on Thursday and Saturday. Furnace Company will perform before the Addams Family on both Friday and Saturday. Tickets are extremely limited and open to the public today after 5 p.m. If you are interested in reserving a ticket, email tickets@wheatonacademy.org. For our next segment, Matthew Johnston spent a couple of weeks doing virtual learning at home. He gives us a few tips for anyone that is currently or might be in the future be a virtual learner.
How's it going, Reed Academy students? My name is Matthew Johnston, and around a week and a half ago, I was exposed to somebody who potentially had coronavirus. So I was sent home to do e-learning. And in this segment, I'm going to share a few quick tips I learned from my e-learning experience, so that hopefully, if you have to do e-learning, this can make your experience a little bit better. First off would be having an organized workspace. Now this one seems pretty obvious, but it's very easy to let your workspace get messy. A great way to keep your stuff organized is by organizing your materials by class. Whether that's physical stuff or that's on your desktop, it helps a lot to know where your things are so you can access them quickly and efficiently. Plus, having an organized workspace just looks better and feels better. Next up on the list would be staying social. When you're quarantined, it's really easy to feel isolated, and a great way to stay connected is using social media. And I'm really lucky personally because I have a twin brother next door. Next would be going outside during breaks. Whether you're biking, longboarding, skateboarding, or whatever you have, going outside and getting some fresh air is really good for your mental health, and just a great way to take a break from class. And that concludes my few quick tips for e-learning. Good luck to all you e-learners out there.
Well, that was a great shout out, great segment. Shout out to Matthew Johnston. He did a great job. I really appreciate that you're really showing what it's like to be doing online learning and giving some helpful tips to all those that are stuck at home.
Tips are definitely helpful just because virtual learning can be so difficult in the sense that there's distractions, you're at home all day, or maybe you're outside working, but I think those tips are great just to help stay focused and just help your mental health while you are virtual learning.
We have hidden skills and talents all around Wheaton Academy. Sergio Santana sat down with Zach Gardner to talk about his success playing Madden Football.
Following the annual releases of Madden Football, the popular video game, Wheaton Academy's own Zach Gardner has found rising success in the quickly growing industry. I spoke with him to get more.
I guess I've always played Madden from the Wii. Like, I started playing Madden, like Madden 09 with the Brett Favre cover. I played like Grandpa's, just like stuff like that. And I liked more of the competitive scene of it and like playbooks and all other things, so that's kind of how I got into it. So I think around Madden 19, which was 2 years ago, is probably when I started actually like competitively playing the game. I started doing tournaments and stuff like that. It was probably around middle of Madden 20 that I ranked 427th in the world for a Madden Club Championship, and I was 13th in the Indianapolis Colts division. So that's probably where it kind of started.
Zach has also found new ways to broadcast his skills, recently starting a YouTube channel where he shares his creativity and talent with others.
I also do have a YouTube channel, DocKilla22, lots of you guys know it. That YouTube channel, I play Madden on there professionally and just kind of for fun. I do rage a lot, so that's a part of it.
It's a laser! Laser to Conley! Let's go! Take it for 6! Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Conley, I love you! Let's go!
But I do like being able to produce my own videos. It's kind of helped me cut away time and kind of take my mind off of stressful things going on at school or stuff with friends, so that has helped. And I like helping others by kind of producing content for them to be happy or just kind of laugh at something.
Oh, that's hot. That's really spicy.
Thank you, Zach. There's lots of opportunity to be had in the world of esports, and Zach is certainly a testament to this. For WATv, I'm Sergio Santana, signing out.
All right, Michael, I know you are a big gamer, so what's your favorite game?
I really enjoy COD, Modern Warfare, and Warzone, and like GTA and stuff like that. What about you?
I'd have to say I'm kind of a COD girl. For everyone who doesn't know, that's Call of Duty. That's kind of my go-to game, but I'll expand my horizons every now and then. So.
Okay.
This week, Ms. Carwell gives us our community scoop. Ms. Carwell?
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be back with you. I hope everyone had a great Spirit Week and Homecoming Week last week. I want to give a special shout out to our virtual academy students that participated right along with you, sent in pictures of their Spirit Week outfits and their costumes. So thanks for participating with us, earning points for your class. It was great to just have you alongside with our students here at Wheaton Academy. I have a few announcements I want to share with you as part of our Community Scoop. The first announcement is for sophomores, juniors, and seniors. The McNally Achievement Award was established in 1999 to recognize students who are committed to academic achievement, community service, and positive social behavior. This award is for students who have completed at least 1 year of school at Wheaton Academy, are in good standing, and have not previously received this. This is a monetary award. 2 awards will be given out to a sophomore, to juniors, and to seniors for a total of 6 awards. The application will be posted on the Student Center bulletin board on campus and sent to each class in an on-campus message. So that's how you'll receive the application. All applications can be sent to Ms. Cusack. We'll also include her email in your messages. And they need to be due by Friday, October 16th. Please be aware, no late applications will be accepted. So the deadline is Friday, October 16th. If you have any questions, please reach out to Ms. Cusack and she can help you with those. Awards, the nominees will be acknowledged on Monday, October 26th. Our next announcement is for all students. PSAT, SAT testing is coming. We will be having an all-school test date on October 14th. Freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, you will be taking the PSAT, and seniors, you will have the official SAT, since we were not able to administer the SAT this past April. All tests start at 8 a.m. October 14th. There will be finishing times based on the test you take, so you will not all be finishing at the same time. You will be getting more information tomorrow in your advisory group. If you are a virtual academy student, we welcome you to come on campus and take the test that day, but you've got to notify me so we can prepare for you accordingly. There will be some necessary paperwork needs to be filled out ahead of time by all students, and you'll be doing this in advisory next week. Co-curriculars will still be happening on October 14th, but they will be starting at 3:30. And finally, our last announcement for Community Scoop. For the month of October, due to off-campus learning days, due to holidays, due to professional learning days, parent-teacher conferences, we will have an adjusted bell schedule throughout the month. So I wanted to bring that to your attention, just so you know, with study halls, with everything going on campus, when you should be arriving to school. So specifically next week, October 5th, Thursday, you will have a 7-period schedule. So that won't be on Friday, it will be on Thursday next week. So we'll be also sending out that schedule to you so you know what your October schedule looks like. So that's it for Community Scoop. I hope everyone has a great Monday, and I turn it back to Schuler for the 4 things you need to know.
Thank you, Ms. Carwell. Now let's finish off with this week's 4 things you need to know. Number 1, congrats to all who participated in bringing homecoming to Wheaton Academy this year, and a special thanks to both Mr. Holtrop and Ms. Spittler for their creative work. Number 2, this week's chapels are going to be Mr. Bowling on Tuesday and Will Pavone on Friday. Number 3, with cooler weather approaching this week, please continue to make your own personal health a top priority. Think about wearing warmer clothes if you find yourself outside a lot, and continue to get plenty of sleep. And number 4, on October 14th, the PSAT and SAT all-school testing will be here at Wheaton Academy on Wednesday. Our own Kenna Tolman did some research on the importance of this day as it pertains to you.
On October 14th, seniors will take the SAT and all other students will take the PSAT. I talked to Mr. Falinsky, Mrs. Main, and Mr. Gregerson about why the SAT is important, how to prepare for the SAT, and test-taking strategies.
SAT is important because it shows accumulation of knowledge that you have grown with over your years here at the Academy and helps give colleges an idea of what have you mastered.
If you take the PSAT and score well enough on it, and then you score enough high enough, then on the SAT you can actually qualify for some fairly comfortable scholarships. So from that perspective, it's a valuable experience, but you have to take the PSAT and the SAT in order to qualify for that.
Many colleges still require that they have an SAT submitted with their college application. However, in our current day and age, with this year being what it is, the majority of four-year colleges have waived that, so it's test optional, but I think students and parents are still concerned that they will not be able to get merit scholarships if that's not submitted as part of their application file.
There's lots of ways that students are able to prepare for the SAT. They can do some SAT practice classes, they can take practice tests, get a good night's sleep the night before to prep for that exam. You won't be surprised that when you need that good night's sleep, you gotta be ready for it.
I always recommend Khan Academy because it's free and it actually can link with your College Board account, and it's diagnostic, so it'll have you work on questions that you might not have gotten the first time around, like on your PSAT or previous SATs.
I would recommend not spending too much time on a single question because this is a time test. Knock out the ones that you feel confident about and then go back and work at the ones that you're not so sure of.
Keep moving through the test. Don't try to go so fast that you lose track of what's really being said there, but also don't go so slow that you bog down in some piece of the test.
From WATv News, this is Kenna Tolman.
Before we send it out today, we wanted to give you some final homecoming statistics. Earning the Jamba Juice Day and winning the overall homecoming competition went to your favorite class, the seniors.
Woo!
Let's go!
And we also met our goal of building 660 bags of school supplies. And together, through the Penny Wars, we raised $6,672. Thank you to everyone who donated their time and money for these two projects.
This is all for us here in Studio 22. Have a great day.